welcome back to Build. I'm your host, Brittany Jones Cooper, and today I'm sitting down with Jerry O'Connell. The actor is known for his roles on shows like Carter, Billions, and The Big Bang Theory, but now he's taking on daytime. His talk show, Jerry O, premieres on August 12th, where the host will chat with celebrity guests and dig deeper into all things pop culture. Please put your hands together for Jerry O'Connell.
Yes. So thank you for having me again. I've only, the Jerry O show starts August 12th in Wendy's time slots on Fox Station. Wendy Williams, of course, my boss. Shout out to Wendy. I've been working now, I think about a week on the show, like going in and rehearsing and everything. It's way harder than I thought it was.
It's a lot of work, right? So that was actually my first question for you because, okay, first of all, I just want to say that this feels like such a natural fit for you. I remember the first time you came to Build, you're really into like the whole audience and just the energy and talking about pop culture. And when I saw that you were doing this, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
So congrats, because I know this like means a lot to you.
It is a lot of fun, you know? I mean, look, I watch a lot of reality television, and I think my wife and children are sick of talking about it with me all the time. So I have a few dogs. I talk to them about it, and they're over it, really. Even my dogs are like, we're done, man. We're going out and going to the bathroom, and like, that's it. So now I'm given this platform on the Jerry O show to, you know, do some deep dives into 90 Day Fiancé.
Wow.
And
we could talk for the next 20 minutes about that.
Honestly, I'm supposed to say like getting married, having children, the best moments of my life, man. When I first looked into my children's eyes, that was it, man. I felt it. I felt that energy, that charge. I realized what life was about. No, when Wendy Williams called me up and said, hey, listen, I'm taking August off. I want to slip you in there for a month and see how you do. That was the highlight of my life. I mean, it'll be all downhill from here once I start doing the show and I read all the Instagram comments, but like before we start, it's all exciting.
You're like, all I want to do is talk about Colty and Larissa just for an hour and make an audience listen to it. And I'm here for it.
It's really a lot of fun. I mean, the most fun about building a television show is, you know, you have to do it. I mean, here at AOL, it's actually a little more continual. It's all day and you have hours to fill, and I mean, that's its own set of challenges. I don't even want to know what you guys have to go through. But, you know, for the Jerry O show, much like Wendy, we have to fill an hour a day. And we're fortunate enough to Sunday nights have 90 Day Fiancé. Monday nights get Bachelor in Paradise. That, I mean, I could have a 5-hour show just based on Bachelor in Paradise.
On the psychology of the show.
Oh, yeah. Tuesdays, we get to talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. I mean, on top of that, you know something's going to go down with Selena and Justin and Haley that we're going to have to talk about. You know something's Kanye's going to get up to something, you know. So it's just like there's so much material every day to, I don't want to say make fun of, to discuss, let's say.
But I want to talk about that because there is that fine line, right, of like discussing something and then adding in your own. Have you thought about like how far you're going to go with certain stories, or how far you're going to kind of go after certain celebrities? My
boss is Wendy Williams. No one dishes like Wendy Williams. I mean, I don't want to speak for Wendy Williams, but I'm from what I observe every day watching her, and I watch her show every day, is that Wendy doesn't care. Wendy just wants to bring her view and entertain us, the co-hosts at home. I'm gonna have a different take than Wendy. It's you know, at times I can't be as real because, you know, at some point, you know, I live in a little village called Calabasas. The Kardashians live there. I'm going to have to pass Khloe at the supermarket at some point, and I don't want to get hit in my face area. Because this is the moneymaker right here.
You gotta watch out for Kris Jenner. She's the one. She's the one that'll hit you right between the eyes.
No, I love them all. It's so fun living out there in Calabasas and seeing those girls rise to international universe domination. But it is a fine line. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot to say on Jerry O. Like, I've already been starting to go through some of our we're not going to call them hot topics. They're going to have another, like, you know, whatever the stories were last night. We're going to have our own Jerry O take on them, and I think people are going to have a lot of fun doing it. Look, I mean, our real goal with the Jerry O show is just to make people smile. I'm a huge fan of Wendy Williams. She brings something. There's something about the liveness. There's something about this just happened. Here's my take on it that I love. There's something about Ellen that, man, I can't watch that Ellen show without smiling. That woman just makes me laugh, and I want to I want to borrow from all that, and I want to try and make a similar fun experience for everybody. I shouldn't say I. There's a big team around me too. You know, a lot of Wendy's people are making this show. Wendy herself and Wendy, Fox, the network I work for, a company called Debmar-Mercury who makes the Wendy show. They really it's so fun, everybody. I mean, you come to work in the morning and you talk about A$AP Rocky being freed from Sweden for an hour and a half. And you talk about how would you bring this to the viewers. It's my dream. It's my dream.
Like you said, it is a lot of work. I worked at a daytime talk show, and that grind of every day, and you have to be on. I mean, it is something that is fun, but have you realized doing rehearsals, like, okay, you got to really level up every day?
Look, I don't want to complain. I mean, I'm sure like roofing or like, you know, operating on someone's brain is like way more important. But I will say this. It is more work than I thought. I thought I was going to. I'm not going to kid you. I'd never really done what you have. I've never really done what you have done. I thought you show up for an hour and just like, hey, what's up? We're talking to Jerry O'Connell here, and we'll be right back. All right, I'm out of here. Bye. It's not the case. Like,
you read a lot of stuff. You gotta watch a lot of stuff.
I gotta read. I gotta watch. I mean, listen, that is pretty crazy. When they send me a Love and Hip Hop link, hello. I mean, I can't complain about that. But
I think you get to watch everything early.
It is a lot of work, you know. But I mean, and I'm not complaining. But like, I do have two little kids, and you know, trying to stay married here. You know, so like, I have to like, you know, I have other obligations. You know, just make sure my kids are alive and all that stuff. You know, not vaping. You guys aren't vaping yet, right? Okay, good. We're all good. That's a joke, everyone. I don't want to offend anyone.
Your girls are 10?
My twin daughters who are 10.
Right.
Dolly and Charlie, really fun. I have them here, and you can see New York City in back of us here. I have them here in New York. It's really fun because they're like total California girls. And they're like, oh my God. Like, I have them on the subway, and they're like, that man is touching my arm. He's leaning against me. Why are they allowed to touch here in New York? Why don't we have a car here? Because parking spaces cost thousands of dollars a month, a day. Oh, man, I thought about getting a car here, and I looked at the prices, like, in parking lots, and I was like, okay, we're on the subway, girls. Come on, right this way.
I didn't even think about a parking garage.
Here's your Metro card. Whoop, you slide it, and you're good. Bye. Boom.
Parking garage is more expensive than having a studio apartment.
A parking garage in New York City here is more expensive than more apartment. I mean, am I wrong in saying that? I'm not like an economist, but
I am, and I'm here to tell you that it costs.
It's the truth, right?
It's very expensive. It's ridiculous.
We parked a car one night here in New York, and I was like, I'm so sorry, sir. There's been a mistake. And he's like, no, that's it. And I was like, no. We got here last night. It's been 7 hours. Yeah, that's how much it is. I was literally, I have no credit. I have nothing. I was like, keep the car. I'm out of here. I don't care. Sir, you have to pay it. Keep the car. Burn it. I don't care. This is worth more than that car is worth. Sorry.
So Subway it is. Your girls will get used to it. But have you thought about how much you're going to talk about them on the show? Because they're kind of getting at that age, I would imagine, where they're like a little more aware and maybe a little more kind of...
Yeah, I'm going to talk about my kids on the show. And it's funny you say that. You do have to think about like... it's so funny because this gets into like some celebrity stuff. You know, like a lot of celebrities, there's nothing wrong with anyone. I don't want beefs with anyone. But a lot of celebrities like block their kids' faces and stuff from things. And that's a little, to me personally, a little weird. Like, I'm sorry, but like if you're taking up, also there's like an inherent thing with your kids. I'm talking mostly about social media, not just the Jerry O Show, premiering August 12th on Fox. Hey now. Like on social media, like when like celebrities go like this to their kids, it's just like some like, it's like some early, remember when There's Nothing Wrong with This, I love his music. Remember when Michael Jackson was putting masks on his kids, blanket? As a parent, I want to put my kids on the, it's almost like, it's what social media, look, I realize for the younger gen, social media is about like hitting those angles and being like, hey, you look good. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm a veil. But for old people like me, it's about like, hey, look at my kids. They're not totally dumb. My kid did something today. And you get like a feeling of pride from that. That said, when I'm doing Jerry O Show, because it's like a lot about my views, and Wendy has told me time and time again, be yourself, man. When you go out there, you have to be yourself. If you're not yourself, they're going to know it, and your show will never go anywhere. I mean, as my boss, Wendy, has said, you have to be yourself. And my kids are part of myself. I mean, they're a big part of my life, you know? So if it is a problem for them emotionally down the road, that's their problem. That was a joke, everyone. That was a humorous comment about. Just looked at some woman in the audience and went, no.
That's the headline.
Monster! You are a monster! Why did they give him a show? No! Wendy, take that back! You monster! Call child services, he's here!
It's okay. His kids are doing great.
Wow, I mean, they're doing okay. I mean, you don't have, I'm not going to put their report cards out there. They're doing okay.
I also know that the show Funny or Die is also a part of this, right?
Funny or Die.
It's a talk show, but there will also be some like comedic like skits, or what will that kind of influence be on the show?
I gotta mention Funny or Die. They're partners in this. If you don't know, they are an amazing website that for years have been doing some really fun sketches and comedy. I mean, they're hilarious. Really very woke. They're very topical. They're just a fun, great, very creative place. Somehow they and Fox and Wendy and our boss, Debmar-Mercury, all got together and said, hey, listen, we're looking to do something in the daytime space. And I had done a bunch of sketches on Funny or Die. You can look them up. You can follow me on Funny or Die. You can follow me on Yelp. I'm on Yelp.
You're on Yelp?
I'm on Yelp. I love giving reviews of places. It's my thing.
You're like one of the verified reviewers?
I don't know if I'm verified. I should check on that.
You just do it for the thrill.
Yeah, but I have like a lot of reviews. For example, I just, my daughter's computer was broken last week. I found a place called CompTech New York City on 30th Street. Sebastian, you know who I'm talking about? He fixed my daughter's battery, lickety split, charged me a minimal amount. Got to leave a very positive Yelp review for him.
So do you also leave negative reviews? I have an interest in the psychology of comment because I'm not like a reviewer.
I don't want to give too much away because people should follow me on Yelp. They should also watch the Jerry O Show on the 12th. I can't believe I'm plugging myself on Yelp. This is kind of a joke, but now that we're going down this rabbit hole, I'm not stopping.
I'm interested.
By the way, I am in no way sponsored by Yelp in any way.
Could be.
Just like, yeah, I guess I should be.
Sponsored by Yelp.
I don't give negative reviews. If I have a bad experience, I keep it to myself. People work there. That's their place of business. I don't want to mess around with that. But if I have an exceptional experience somewhere, I let people know I had an exceptional experience at this place. And CompTech New York City, it's one guy. He's in the back of a store.
Sebastian, I know.
Sebastian, what's up, man? And he's in computers, so he's going to watch this. AOL Build is always on in his joint, always. He fixed my daughter's computer. Like, and by the way, I'm like not, I know I shouldn't be saying this at AOL. I'm not the most tech savvy. Oh, yeah. If you're looking for tech news, Jerry O Show is not for you. Okay.
Wait, what other topics?
Just go watch something on like CNBC or one of the MSNBC. MSNBC, that's like Microsoft NBC. Like, go watch something computery. Yeah. This is the opposite of computery. Right.
No
We're
politics?
talking straight. No,
I want to know, like, no computery stuff.
I don't think any politics.
Okay.
It's going to be pretty much straight reality shows and gossip television. But listen, that said, and this might upset a lot of people, like my hard news, I get from Wendy every day. So in my eyes, I'm doing hard news on the Jerry O Show. That is what I'm doing, the hard hitting stuff. I'm a journalist now. Look at me.
Hard hitting topics like Syria and Assad.
Syria and Assad will never be mentioned on the Jerry O Show.
That's
I can promise that.
I think that's a good thing. Have you come up with like a list of dream guests or people that you really want to sit down with?
You know, it's funny. Let's book Meghan Markle. Ooh. Let's do it.
YOLO.
Yeah, I want Meghan Markle. I want to ask her, because I have daughters, I want to ask her how it's done. I want her, how do I get into that castle?
So you want to be father of the princess?
I want to be walking my daughters in, what's the beautiful, in St. Paul's. St. Paul's? Am I saying that right? Sorry.
St. Paul.
Hard-hitting journalist, Jerry O Show. That's what you're going to get.
I'm going to need maybe a more realistic.
No, a more realistic guest. I would love, for example, 90 Day Fiancé. Anyone familiar with the show?
Yes.
If you're not, you should make yourself familiar with that show. Also, I'm not being sponsored by 90 Day Fiancé and not being sponsored by CompTech New York City, Sebastian, either. That's just my computer guy.
But for K1 visas, just go to jerryoshow.com.
90 Day Fiancé is an amazing show because it's about someone who's international, could be the man, could be the woman, who comes from overseas, and they have 90 days. There's like a K1 visa where you have 90 days to decide whether you're going to get married or not. And if they don't get married, whoop, right back to their country. And if they do get married, they get to stay here in the United States. And it is maybe the most riveting show on television.
It's high drama.
So, for example, there is a, I shouldn't say character because they're real people. There is a person on that show named Darcy, who is a twin and was in love with a Dutch guy named Jesse. I just have to do the imitation of him. They got into a big fight last year, and he said, Darcy, they ordered an Uber, and he was like, Darcy, get in the Uber. Darcy, get in the Uber. So now every time I'm with my wife, when we order an Uber, I'm always like, Darcy, get in the Uber. Uber.
Does she laugh anymore? Or is she like, stop it?
No, she laughs. It still kills. But for example, Darcy, getting the Uber, now has a new boyfriend in like Albania, I think. And it's like,
she's a repeat offender.
He is like leaving her messages over the phone. And I would love to get her on the couch and just talk to her about her relationship, about her relation, what's going on, and how does she feel, and you know what are some of her expectations. She has two little kids who are on the show, who are super cute, by the way. I'd love to say, do you worry about your kids? You know, because they saw some fights earlier on. You know, so Meghan Markle, yeah, okay,
or
Darcy from 90 Day Fiancé. We're spreading the whole gamut on the Jerry O Show.
Entertainment, just everybody.
Yeah.
No, I love that. I mean, those are all the shows that I love to talk about with my friends. You know what I mean? And my mom and I will sit and watch 90 Day Fiancé on a marathon for an entire day.
Yeah. I mean, I would super love, obviously, Orange County, Real Housewives of Orange County is starting up tonight. Tonight is the premiere night. And I would love to get any of those ladies on. I do love the Real Housewives shows, all of them. And it's so funny because when you have a talk show like Jerry O Show, August 12th on Fox, everybody knows that, 10 a.m., right there in the Wendy slot. That's my boss. Love you, girl. When you do have a show, you have to watch TV. You watch TV differently. So I'll watch The Housewives tonight, and I'll be like, is there a clip? Is there a clip I can show? Is there a clip? Can I be like, hey, everybody, welcome to Jerry O Show. Something happened last night on the OC. Well, I'm just going to show you the clip, and then we're going to talk about it. I mean, it's like going to work and being like, oh, my goodness, did you see Orange County last night? Did you see those two drunk ladies dancing in the bar trying to hook up with any guy who came by because they just got divorced? Look at the clip. I mean, it's
like
really
a college
fun.
thesis, though. I'm with you. I do something similar, and it's like you can watch Real Housewives, but now you watch it, and you are like really following plot and character development and growth and like all these things.
Because it is, I mean, look, it is a reflection of, look, I mean, you can make fun of reality television and call it trashy all you want, but take a show like Real Housewives of Orange County, premiering tonight on Bravo, a few days before the Jerry O Show is premiering on Fox stations, August 12th, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. on some listings. Check your local listings. Was that smooth, that transition, or was that not that smooth?
You will work on it.
Okay.
We'll work on it.
Thank you. But it is a reflection of real life. You know, like Shannon Bedore is a character in Real Housewives of Orange County, went through a very acrimonious divorce, a bad divorce, bad. Fighting, public, Instagram badness, public badness. Like it actually seeped out of the show and into the actual press. And you watched her go through that divorce on that show. And it was some chilling, dramatic television. There's a scene last season where she gets into her car after the judge awards her some alimony settlement. And she got into a screaming match with her ex-husband. And she gets in the car and you see her just break down. And I'm getting chills just talking about it. It's one of the most dramatic scenes I've ever seen on television. I mean, I know Downton Abbey, amazing stuff. Like those people in England, oh yes, we're upstairs and they're downstairs and it's Downton Abbey. Amazing acting. I know, I get it. I watch PBS. Hello, okay? But Real Housewives of Orange County is where the real drama's at, everybody. And now I get to talk about that on
The Jerry O Show, premiering August 12th in the Wendy Williams slot, if you guys didn't know. We do have a couple of questions before we get out of here. Who do we have first? Right here.
I was going to ask you about what it was like working on the TV show Sliders. I grew up watching you on that TV show.
First of all, sir, I must say, I'm very jealous of your hair.
Thanks.
That is your hair.
Yeah.
I've got to feel this. Can I?
Go for it.
Am I allowed to? Is it offensive if I touch your hair?
It's okay.
Are you giving me permission to just
Yes.
touch it? Okay. I got to feel this. Wow, that is all your... Dude,
Are you jealous?
that is some healthy hair.
Thanks.
Honestly, I'm going to answer your question about Sliders, a TV show I did 20 years ago. Well, how is your hair so healthy?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Do you take like, I don't know, like biotin, right?
I do.
You do take
Hello?
biotin.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's it. Helps the nails and the hair, right? I got to get on it. Wow. Sliders was a show I did 20 years ago, sci-fi show, also on Fox, which ironically enough is the same network Jerry O Show is on, August 12th. Such a fun show. You know what? We thought it was like a dopey sci-fi, like sort of almost like a B-side show because X-Files was the big show on Fox at the time. And we were like the B-side of X-Files. And here we are 20 years later talking about it. It's just so funny to see how things, especially with streaming, have life now. And it's funny. A couple people have talked about maybe rebooting that. So that would be exciting. Maybe I'd get some of that Beverly Hills 90210 reboot money. Some of that Kelly and Donna money. There was Kelly and Donna, right? Kelly and Donna money.
They were here yesterday.
Oh, really? I'm in no way sponsored by Beverly Hills 90210 either. Just Comtech, New York City on 30th Street. Ask for Sebastian. Thank you, sir.
Next question.
What's up, man?
Hey, Jerry.
loving it.
What's up?
I don't know if you remember, but January 29th was the premiere of another film you did, Reign of the Superman, and I had the pleasure of interviewing you for that before the movie started.
Right.
So, is there a character you played earlier in your career that you would love to revisit but haven't yet?
So let me just say, I play the voice of Superman in those awesome DC animation movies. You can get them. You can get them on DVD, or you can stream them or download them.
Batman Hush, people.
They're awesome. Yeah, that Batman Hush is really, really a good one too. That's the new one. Jason O'Mara plays Batman. He's super good. Is there one role that I would
Early
go back
in your
and
career
revisit?
that you would like to revisit but haven't yet?
I guess I'd like to redo Sliders. That would be a lot of fun. But I guess because it's 20 years later, I'd have to play like the dad, or I guess the grandpa. Like, oh, hey, you young kids going out there sliding between dimensions. I'm your grandfather, and I gotta tell you, back in my day, we really knew how to do this. You kids today with your vaping and all your internet and posting selfies, you don't know how to really slide. Yeah.
I think you're selling the reboot right now. I think
I would see it.
some studio execs like, yes,
Sold.
that's what I
Boom.
want.
Sign it.
Next question. Thank you.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Oh, Scream shirt.
I had to come out and represent, classic. So speaking about horror, you're coming out with Satanic Panic in September.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit about it? I'm really excited to see it.
I am going to talk about Satanic Panic. First of all, I want to touch your hair too. Am I allowed to? Do I have permission to touch your hair? Hold on a second. Hold on one second.
We can't compare the greatness.
I got to ask this. Is this your son? Are you guys related? I'm so sorry to say this. I thought you had the thickest, silkiest hair I'd ever touched in my life. You now have the second thickest, silkiest hair I've ever touched in my life. Your hair is really healthy, man. Do you take biotin?
I do not. It's just Pantene. Whatever that shampoo is.
Does your family have thick hair?
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean you think so? Like, do you not know? I'm sorry, this is going to get weird. Do you not know your parents?
Jerry, it's already weird.
But like, this is like Rogaine and like hair plugs and like injecting biotin. Like, this is everything. Wow.
So you try really hard, and you're seeing the effortlessness, and that's what's so fascinating.
It's just great hair. Oh, you guys probably only like do that thing where you wash it every other day or something. That's what I got to do.
You're washing too much.
Oh, tell me, do you use those shampoo and conditioners in one? Scream 2. I'm so sorry. What was your question? I got...
Satanic Panic.
Oh, Satanic Panic is a really funny horror film that not only am I in, my wife, Rebecca Romaine, real life wife, we are still married. Look it up. She's the star of it. Well, a lot of other people are the stars of it as well. Ruby Modine, Haley Griffiths. It's a super fun cast, and it's a really funny sort of comedy slasher horror, old school horror film. A really funny old school horror magazine, Fangoria. It's their first sort of remake, a comeback. It's a really cute film. It comes out August 26th, I want to say. I'm sorry to everyone who made the film if I'm wrong about that date. But it's super fun. But it's so funny. Like, horror has had such a resurgence. I mean, I don't think it went anywhere, but it's finally getting real mainstream props. Because people just love it, man. When you sit in a movie and it's packed and it's a horror film and all of you are screaming at the same moments, I mean, that Satanic Panic is coming out in August. It's awesome. But my wife and I went to go see that Midsommar.
Oh, I heard that was terrifying.
It's crazy. And we love sitting in the theater. And we make our kids come and we're like, this is real life. Watch this. I'm kidding. We don't. We keep them at home, everybody. You watch this.
She's
this
just gonna call
happens.
CPS on you. You gotta be careful.
Oh God, get his kids away. He took them to Midsummer, their children.
Jerry, before we go, can I just touch your hair really quick?
Yeah, get in there. It's all real.
Oh, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You're doing just fine.
It's all real.
Great. It's all working out.
All
for you.
real.
I just know that this show's going to be a hit based on this interview.
we're
You're a
gonna have fun.
natural-born host, and you like to have fun, and so I think this is going to be such a great addition to
Yeah,
time.
we're gonna have a lot of fun. Thank
I'm
you
pumped
so
for
much.
Yeah, I'm excited. If you guys didn't already know, the Jerry O Show premieres on August 12th on Fox at 10 a.m., but check your local listings because it's 11 a.m. some places, and put your hands together for Jerry O'Connell.